Hello and welcome to Everything Gambia. Today we're talking to a young Gambian entrepreneur, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself, and we're going to find out a bit more information of how he became so successful. So please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
Okay, my name is Malik, and I'm a tour guide. I have a travel company in Senegal, also in the Gambia. I take people on excursion. I do plan trips, organize itineraries for tourists, and book hotels. Also, yeah, I help them. Some people just to buy tickets also if they want to fly to Senegal or in the Gambia.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of different things. And so what's the name of your company?
The name of my company is called Senegambiantours Travel.
Okay.
What about your socials? How can people find you online? They need to find you.
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram, senegambiantours. Yeah,
Senegambiantours.
Senegambiantours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So when you're out and about with your clients and you're going and taking them on different excursions, how do you ensure their safety? Because I mean, everybody wants to feel safe, especially people coming from a different country.
Yeah, when I do touring with the group, so I make sure everything is done by the group. So if somebody want to see something outside of the group, I do a briefing before the touring.
Oh.
She or he should talk to me first, then we should go by a group. Then after the touring also, if they want to go to see any other places, they can talk to me, and I will take them there. So it's more safe when you are first coming over here, and so that you will know the land, you will know the people and everything. So after you have a knowledge of the country, so you can go by yourself. But the first thing, so you have to go with a local who knows the places well, so that you might not be disturbed.
That's a great idea to go with a local person who
Yeah.
knows the area,
Yeah.
knows where you're going.
Yeah.
Plus, you give them a brief beforehand. So
Yeah, I do give a briefing before. Yeah.
So, is there any specific excursions that you would recommend for somebody who has children, or if there's anybody with a disability? Is there anything special you would recommend? Any good tours, or anything you would recommend that they don't go on? Or
Oh, okay. For children, like we have like playhouse items. So I take them to the house. So there's like they can do painting, drawing water.
perfect. So a lot of creative activities.
For children.
I can imagine a whole day excursion. Sometimes you
Yeah,
might not want
it might be tiring for children.
Yeah.
I can take them to also to play parks like where they play things. Those park. There's some park like in Senegal. We have some park that children used to go there. I mean, they play with train, the little train.
Small trains and small
Yeah,
toys.
little train, and there's rolling wheels also. Yeah, it's called Magic Land. Those stuff.
Magic Land.
Magic Land. Yeah.
Okay, it's really interesting. So, can you tell us a little bit more about Magic Land? What would the sort of price be for you to take somebody?
Yeah, Magic Land is in Dakar, Senegal. It's situated in the Corniche, in the coastal area. So it's a place designed for like children to play, to have fun a whole day. They can be swimming there, swimming and like have a nice time there.
Did they learn anything traditional, or maybe some instruments or traditional?
Just like they play music there. They used to play music. Yeah, that's it. I think.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, could you give us some examples of anything else that you could do on your excursions and tours? What sort of thing could be offered to people?
Anything besides the tours?
Yeah, like what sort of tours do you do? Where are people going to go if they come to you?
Yeah.
So you said Dakar. Obviously it's the Magic Land, but where else?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Senegal, we can do a lot of things there, as well as in the Gambia. So you can visit the Pink Lake, you can visit the African Monument Renaissance, you can visit the Black African civilization, you can visit the famous Gore Island, where you have the door of no return.
Wow.
It talk about the history of slavery and how our ancestor was kept in those places and everything. And you have like also the Fatala Reserve, where you can do the lion walk. You can go also into safari. Yeah.
So what is the lion walk?
Yeah, the lion walk is a reserve where they keep lions, where you can walk with them.
Wow.
Yeah, so you will have two lions, a male and a female. They will stand like in front of you, and you will be standing behind, holding a stick. And you have like the Fatala rangers that will guide you and be by your side until you're done the touring.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Do they have any cubs there? Lion cubs?
Cubs? What does it mean?
Small baby lions.
Baby lions, yeah, they have it.
Oh, wow, okay. Maybe it's something you like to do.
They have it.
Sounds interesting.
You can have the possibility to hold them, caress them,
Wow,
and
that
everything.
sounds great.
That's in Fatala Reserve.
So I've heard about a few different reserves before, and a lot of people say that they might not like to visit because the animals are sedated. They give them some drugs to keep them.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but they will never tell you the true story about this. But me, the first time I was there in the Fatala Reserve, they told me the lion was brought there since they were babies.
Okay.
And they raised them. They raised it, just to be, people can approach them without being harmful or everything. That's the main reason they gave me.
Yeah.
So, but somewhere or some people keep talking like they are sedating, that they did something to the lions, but I never heard of anything like this. The thing I've heard from those people that are working on those reserve, they told me that they have raised those lions.
They were babies.
Yeah, in their base, so they know the lions as well. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And I suppose you can always ask them questions if you go there as well. But
Yeah.
it's a fantastic experience
yeah,
to get up close with wildlife that you're not going to see
yeah,
back home in Europe or where you're from. If you love wildlife, that's a fantastic trip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Senegal also, they have a place called Banja Reserve, where you can do the safari.
Oh,
You can go through the bushes and the forest. You can see many animals: antelope, zebra, crocodile.
wow.
And this is a tour that you can provide as well.
Yeah, I provide all these stores.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see all these kitty things.
So a little bit about yourself. Is this your first business that you've had?
Yes, but I was working in a call center before I started this business. But the idea of implementing this business came in the Gambia when I first graduated my master's degree, because I have my master's degree in Dakar, Senegal, the University of Cheikh Anta Diop. And then I came to the Gambia. I was meeting my brother, my blood brother. He's actually here. I was visiting him. I was very amazed, like how people did the touring over here.
So it caught your attention and
Yeah, exactly.
so you're thinking this is something I can
this
do.
is something that I can do, because like I was studying English and I can speak French as well.
Wow.
I speak Wolof, I speak Fulani.
Oh wow.
So
How many languages do you speak?
I speak like four
Fantastic.
languages. Yeah.
And what about your degree? What did you graduate in?
A master degree in English, literature, and civilization.
Oh, well done. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So that's when I came here. Then I've seen people like doing the tourism and everything, and then I really liked the job, and I thought that was something that I really can do for myself. And that's really where the idea came from. Then I started to be approaching some tour guide from here in the Gambia, and they put me in the line, and I started creating my things for myself. That's really where it comes from.
And now you have a young entrepreneur, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Some people would say that there's not a lot of opportunities for young people in the Gambia. So you can show them that, sometimes you have to create your own opportunities and possibilities. What do you say to that?
Yeah, because like the employment rate over here in the Gambia is very low. People are barely living. The tourism industry bring a lot. It's the second employers in the country. And those young people, they just don't have hope in the in their current life, because the country doesn't really give them that hope for real, and people are living very low, and that's the reason why, you know, some of them, they just don't like staying in the Gambia. They rather be staying somewhere else, or just go
They
go
think,
to
the
foreign.
grass is greener. That's what we
That's
say.
on
The
the other
grass is
side.
greener, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can imagine, because I hear a lot of stories about young people traveling on the back way and various things like that. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, that's the thing that we see every day in our life. If you are in the Gambia, you have a friend or a cousin or a friend or somebody that take the back way.
Yeah.
Recently, I have my close friend who took the back way, and he made very. I mean, his way was very difficult to reach out Europe, but I think it's just a matter of mentality. So, you know, some people are just pushed by the things that their friends or their siblings are in the Europe, and they make a lot of things. If they come back here, they build houses, they have cars and everything, and they idolize those things in their mind, so that they think the only thing they can do is to go to back ways.
Because they see possibilities and they think that they can achieve the same thing.
Yeah, they think they cannot have a proper work or proper job that can allow them to have those kind of things.
They don't think about putting in the hard work so much.
Yeah.
And I can imagine. But the reality of the situation is a lot of people do lose their life going on the back.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I mean, 70% of those people lose their life.
That is a huge amount.
Yeah.
70% of
7%.
those young people. So for those who don't know what the back way is, can you just tell us what does that mean?
The back way is the fact taking a boat either in Senegal or in the Gambia, or like in Western African coast, to go to the Europe.
Yeah.
Is the back way thing. So you will spend days in the ocean, and God knows if you are going to reach the coast of Europe or not. So some of them make it, some doesn't.
And it's a huge amount that don't make it.
Yeah, it's a huge amount.
70%.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah. So as many people that you know have made it, there's probably as many that haven't made it, I can imagine.
Yeah, personally, I have some friend who doesn't really made it, but I have some that really had made it. You know, some people, they if the boat doesn't collapse in the water, they be caught by disease in the water,
Yeah.
and they end up losing their life.
They get sick. Yeah.
They get sick, or just they
get captured and taken to a different country. I can
imagine. It's a lot of circumstances. They get captured some way in Morocco or Libya, and their parents have to be asking for money for them to be released.
And what if the parents don't have the money?
They will keep them until they send the money, or they will be tortured.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things.
They will be tortured
as well. So what would you say to young people that are thinking about taking the back way with all of these things that can happen?
Yeah, so the message is really for the government to take care of those young people. It's not, you can't tell a person to stay, like where he's staying, he has nothing.
Yeah.
So do you understand?
I understand.
So
because the government is not showing
Yeah.
young people the possibility.
Yeah, to work in their own country,
Yeah.
to work in their own land, so that they can make it for themselves.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friends.
Yeah.
That
It's
haven't
okay.
make it.
Yeah.
But I know with the economy and the amount of things that the country export, there's so many opportunities here to make business.
So there's a documentary that was going on. If those young people that are deported, they are not given nothing. They are just left by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've also seen a different documentary where the people that did get taken back to the Gambia, they had an opportunity to have a cash amount to start a business.
Again.
Yeah, to start a business. I can't remember how much that was, but we'll put a link into this video so other people can have a look. And some of them chose to still go back and take the money and still go back. And some of them made themselves great. They started with just buying maybe 2 or 3 goats and then getting more and more. And they become great, and they had many goats at the end of it, or different various business, woodwork or different businesses like that they had. So I understand that a lot of the products are imported into the country.
Mhm.
Do you know a little bit about that?
Product
Like food, vegetables.
imported.
Yeah, they take them from another country and they bring a lot of things in. Because I've heard that the young people, they're not interested so much in doing farming and agriculture and sustaining themselves in
Yeah, we
that.
have like young people who are conscious enough. They go to the farming. I have a friend that have farming. Some some grow like some like raise animals. Some grow vegetable also. We do have those young people over here.
Perfect. So would you say that they're successful in what they're doing?
Yeah, they are successful, but the thing is, whenever they see a better opportunity to get out of here, they will do it.
Because they think it is grass is
Yeah,
greener.
but because like it's not really like sustainable for themselves.
Okay. So would you say that farming? Would you think that farming is not sustainable?
Yeah, but
It's
like
not enough to sustain.
yeah, they're
us.
doing like the low farming.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't have like the materials, the things, to have big land, big plots.
Yeah.
If they have that, I think they will stay and work here. But the thing is, they do all those things by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
they
nobody helping and
yeah, it's not
encouraging
they
them.
don't have even like the good
Advice.
materials to do the farming and everything.
I see. So
So
maybe the government needs to put more resources into
yeah,
helping young people with their materials and
exactly.
their ideas.
Yeah,
That would be fantastic. And show them the reality of what happens to those people that actually go the back way and see, the
Mm.
truth, what happened to these people.
So the things those people who made it can possibly have a good life in Europe because I've seen most of them coming back to invest in their home country.
Yeah.
You know, some people like they are the ones that really take care of their family, like of all their family members. So you can see like a guy who took the back way and went to Europe, and he's taking care of all of his family. But some of them who doesn't really made it or just got deported into the country, mentally they are very affected.
Yeah, it will affect the
They
mental
will
health.
affect it. So you can
Yeah.
even see that they cannot do any other job. Even if you give them a job, they will not do it because they have reached Europe, they have seen the life there, and they try to compare that into their mind from the life that they have in the Gambia. So it's very very hard for them to work here in the country.
I can imagine they're just gonna focus on
On
what
going,
they've seen.
okay, they will more focus on going back again.
Yeah, we did see that in the documentary as
Yeah.
well, which
Yeah.
we're going to put a link in for.
Yeah.
One or two went back again.
Yeah.
But what do you think about how much do you think it costs to go the back way? What is the price? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, the
Roughly.
pricing is not like something. There's not a specific price.
You can
Some
negotiate.
yeah, some people like they pay like 40,000 $40,000.
And what would others pay? Is that the lower end or the top end?
The top end is $40,000. Some people pay lower than that. Some people doesn't even pay because they know the guy who take the boat, the owner of the boat. Some people know it. Some people are just friend. They
That's
can they can
Africa.
they can go there without paying. Some people pay lower than that. There's not like a specific pricing, but like the top of the prices are like $40,000 Gambian currency.
And how long would it take someone like a young person to raise $40,000 to be able to go the back way?
Yeah, most of them they are helped by their family member.
Mm.
Maybe by a brother who is living in the Europe who can send them the money because he went to the back way.
Mm.
Some other young men they have retail shop. They just buy hustle and bustle. And they if they have something they put it in the bag.
Yeah.
That's how they make and raise the money and everything.
So I think we were talking before about how it might be better to use that money for something to build something else in the Gambia. So using that 40,000 to build.
Can you imagine if
business.
if you took 4 of those young people, how much money would they have? They would have enough to make a small business that can grow into something more sustainable if they really got their heads together.
Yeah, there's business you can start slowly and then it can grow. So it's just like the quality of the business that you put in is more important, and the mentality that you have, and the mindset you have for building that business. It's not about really the money that matters. So if you believe in yourself that your business is going to success, it will. But if not, because those young people that taking the back ways, they do have businesses, but they don't really believe in those businesses.
Yeah, they're not putting the energy. If they put the same energy and
Okay,
effort into
like they think like they was going to the back way,
yeah,
they will succeed.
yeah, they put as much energy and effort into what they did, raising the 40,000 to get them to go on the back way
Yeah,
into a business, it will be very successful.
yeah,
And if you just took 4 of those young people that are now dead and took all their money beforehand and put it together, they would have made a fantastic business.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
at the end of the day, you can start a business with very little, and like you said, what you put in is what you're going to get out.
Yeah.
So, for a business like yourself as a tour guide, how much money would you need to start something like that? Young people who really would like to start doing something like that, what would you advise them on the way into tourism?
Yeah, for me myself, the thing I really put into my business was the knowledge. When I first started, I didn't have much thing, so I was just creating my things. I went very local, and I put my business. And by the grace of God, I've people contacting me, and I was very very. It was not something that I really control at first, but I didn't put much money on it. I just put my ideas and my knowledge on it, and people come. And then when people see it, and they come.
And you
So
believed in yourself.
yeah, I really believe in
You
myself.
did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did
which
believe
is
in myself.
fantastic.
So, like, just so you have like a figure, so I think people, if they're watching this, they can think, oh, I can get that much money to do what you've done. Like, roughly, how much did you start with?
I just started like the first money I got, like it come from the tourists.
Yeah.
I didn't really put my money on it.
Okay, so you say zero.
So you can really
Yeah.
invest. You can make a small amount. There's same people that have their businesses.
Yeah, I
That's
really
cool.
like. I just put on advertising, and the tourists then they came and they like the advertising, and then when they came, then you charge them the pricing and everything.
Yeah.
So if they give you the pricing, you put out the transport, the excursions, the itineraries, and the taxis and the entry fees and all of that, and then you take out what you are earning from it. It's not big, it's not little, so it's just to manage.
You're connecting everybody.
Yeah.
Can you see your business has grown from the start, and how so? How much
Yeah.
big it's grown? And in what way has it grown?
I mean, I was seeing my business grown, but I have had a help with another tour guide, which had much more influence than me. She was very, very influential.
Yeah.
And then it was the year 2022. She came to Dakar. She wasn't supposed to meet me. She was supposed to meet another tour guide in Senegal, and that person dashed her down and then took her money.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really shows up, and that's where she was just searching a tour guide in Senegal, and she was searching, and my company pop up in her phone.
Oh, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was meant to
Yeah,
be.
and it was a group of 8 people. I have never done a touring with a group of 8 people, and it was frustrating. And we spent like 7 days, 8 days, I think, together. We did 3 days, 4 days in Senegal, I think, and 3 days in the Gambia as well. I took care of all of them things. So
and these are the things you didn't know you could do.
Yeah.
Before you
before
tried it.
yeah,
You didn't say no. I can't do that. You said yes.
I've never said no,
And
because like
you
I
said,
believed in myself.
Perfect.
I believe in myself, and she really needed help at the time, and she was very frustrated. She was a tour guide, very influential tour guide.
Wow.
Yeah, I think all the West African countries knows her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's very influential, and
So that was your time.
yeah, that was
your
my time. And one time, like she said like when she came here, and then she made all the touring, because she didn't think that she could do the touring because the guy took like 2,000 USD from her.
Oh wow.
And when she came, she thought I was charging her money. No, I said no. Just I just will help you to do the touring. I knew that would be first. I was coming to help her.
Yeah.
That's how I feel, and I knew that would be beneficial for me as well for her if we did it right. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the customer to be happy and they enjoy themselves while staying in Senegal or in the Gambia. And that's really how I worked with her during all these 7 days. We visited Senegal, visited Saint Louis, Dakar. Then from Saint Louis, we came to Gambia. We spent here like 3 days. I took them back to Dakar and helped them to go back to all of them to their home country.
Wow.
I took them to the airport.
So that was the start of your business. Really?
Yeah, that's what really like.
Yeah.
That's where like, and she was very grateful also. She put me into her page, and then people will be contacting me all the time.
So would you say if you help people, then people are gonna help you?
Yeah.
We have to help each other.
Yeah, we have to help. It's not about not about the material things or money things that matter. It's just about like when I started this business thing, it was a passion for me. It wasn't something that like I was looking for money or things.
No, quick money. You have to let something grow. It's like a plant or a flower.
Yeah, exactly.
I can imagine.
Okay,
that's
exactly.
Business,
yeah,
really.
that's business.
Yeah.
So when she put me into her business thing, I'll be having contact. I'll be having clients all the time, both in Senegal and Gambia. So that's really
impressive.
Yeah.
Really impressive. It shows you that if you can help somebody,
Yeah.
you don't know in return you're gonna get some help.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So some people are just greedy. It's not about. I think they are not just conscious about what the future holds for them.
Yeah.
Yes, it's.
You have to be able to see yourself in the future. To
Yeah,
know
yeah.
What you're doing now will pay back twice.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So have you got any funny stories about anything funny that happened in your business or with any clients or any memorable moments that's happened with
Yeah, the things like when I started the business thing, so African mentality is different from European or American mentality.
In what way?
So we can take something like we as African, we can take something very simple, which is not for others. Like when I've hosted a group trip, I've seen a lady. She was like putting her shoes down just to walk to bare feet like into the ground, and she was having pleasure with it.
Simple things, yeah.
Yeah, simple thing, and she kept like holding all his shoes all the day. And I was looking at her, and I see like she's having her time over here. So it really caught my attention. I don't know why she kept doing. She was doing that, but.
So what were you thinking when you saw her do that?
I think like she doesn't have that in where she came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's later when I realized that because there is very cold, it's very freezing.
Yeah.
When you took them a place where it's more sun.
Yeah, I believe it's a spiritual experience.
Yeah, it's very spiritual. Yeah.
And it's called grounding. If you can feel the earth on your feet, then it's something magical and it can really happen.
Yeah.
And you have the connection back with nature. So I can understand why she did that. And she didn't even realize she's healing herself.
Yeah, it was a sort of healing. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah. That really caught my attention.
So that is a fantastic moment. I can imagine. Yeah, that is because you wouldn't think anything of
I wouldn't think because we African we wouldn't never do that.
No, but that's the thing. We're appreciating the earth.
Yeah.
Because we don't have. If you're gonna do that in England, some people think you've gone mad.
Yeah.
You're gonna take off your shoes and start walking to feel the earth. Some people think you've gone.
You got mad.
It's a very different experience here. But that's a great story actually. That's really fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you one last thing. If you could take a celebrity on one of your tours, or somebody famous, or somebody well known, who would it be and why?
Well, not a celebrity, but like for all African American or African European, they just have to visit the motherland. That's
Definitely. So you would say all people
of
like
African descent, they should visit the roots.
Yeah.
So we are very welcoming. We are very accommodating. So we are like brothers and sisters. So I just feel like way. Some people are just afraid to come here
Yeah.
because they have like very bad images of Africa. They think if they come here, they will be having lions or zebra jumping on them.
Yeah, they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, they didn't know because like they have just to do some research on it first of all before they come in, and then if they come, I'm very sure they will enjoy it.
So for those who are afraid of coming, what would you say to them? What's the message?
Just like they should come with open mind. Yeah, they should come with open mind and do some research before coming to the motherland. That's all.
So there you go. What are some of the changes that you've seen in the last few years within the Gambia?
Changes just like the new president is making change like over the roads. He's constructing roads.
Yeah.
I think there's some infrastructure he's making, like some local towns also. Yeah, and the transportation is very much more easier than in the past because like when back in the days when you are going somewhere in the Gambia, like the Gambian inlands, you will have to face a lot of difficulties to reach those places. But now you have some roads available. Yeah.
True. Even in the last few years, I've seen a lot of change myself with the roads and everything. Like I said, they have the 2 brand new flyovers.
Yeah.
And the roads are just coming along. They're putting in the gutter system, the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more street lights.
Yeah, street light. Yeah, also the street light.
Yeah.
Very important. Yeah.
Yeah. They're making a lot of change to the environment, and there are some programs that can help the young people.
Yeah.
But they haven't given them the knowledge just and gone into the schools and the universities and the colleges and to let them know what they're offering, unfortunately. So they're still seeing that there's no hope. But there are a lot of programs available to young people here, but they just don't know about it. So they just kind of put the program out and they haven't sort of advertised and let young people know, where can I find this information, to give the young people hope as well. Like you said, they are not going to know about this. So
yeah, the thing is, those things are not reaching out to those young people.
That's right. They haven't reached out. You're right. They've just put these programs. In place. So there's few
so
people
how many programs they are making?
Yeah, I don't know.
For years, like years later, they are making programs. Until now, it's not reaching for those young people.
That's right.
So if they see something like that they can realize, they will do it.
But there are some, because there's some fantastic opportunities. I know through Mustafa, is it Nanjai, or he's the owner of Tough City.
Tough City, Mustafa Njai.
That's it. He
near Tangier.
Yeah, he's got a lot of programs for the young people as well. That some know about it and some don't. Do you know anything about those programs?
Yeah, Tough City. I just know he's building compounds or area.
Yeah. Well, not only that, he's built the first smart city in the country, which is a massive new city that's coming along.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of opportunities that's going to bring the industry back into the country, because he's building warehouses and industrial projects, as well as housing and schools and universities and mosques and churches and parks and social areas. All of those things he's building here now in the Gambia. But not only that, he's also got programs that help the young people to educate themselves and to do good for themselves and to put their money and their ideas back into the country. So I'm going to put a link for some of his interviews that he's done about that as well into this video, so that everybody can know. There are things out here, but it's just being able to find out, or letting young people know, where are these opportunities. So we need to work on that as well.
Yeah, that's very nice. If he realized that idea, that would be very good for these young people.
He does now, but it's just people don't know about it. So we need to try and get the word spread more.
Yeah, he just have to spread it, like the news a little bit more.
But not only him, like you said, the government, that's their job to do that. They need to do
that's
more.
their job.
Yeah,
because they should not be waiting for private to do those things at their place.
No,
it's not his work. It's not his job.
No.
If he do that, he just have feelings for young people.
It's true, but it's all of our job. We all have to play a part in sort of making the future for your children, for my grandchildren.
Yeah.
We need to all play our part, and he's doing a great part. So
Yeah.
if we all do something, like yourself, you employ some young local people when you get the opportunity, and then you can give back as well. And the
Yeah.
same as myself. So we're all going to do it. Each of us take one person and teach them something. We're going to make the country very great.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. We're really looking forward to it. That's our dream, you know. We don't want to see our brothers, our cousins taking those back ways
No,
things.
we
So
don't
we
wanna see
don't we don't want to see that again. So if you have something, that initiative from people like yourself or other people, we will take it. That's
Yeah.
really what they want, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to live locally to know those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. We need to share our knowledge
Yeah.
as well, because there's a lot of programs and people are just not sharing the knowledge.
Yeah.
It's the same in the Western world as well. There's opportunities, like you said, but a lot of them are not shared.
They're not
with
shared,
people.
yeah.
People keep the knowledge to themselves as well. People are not very forthcoming with knowledge. They're very selfish. So we need to be more selfless and share our knowledge
Yeah.
and let people know what's out there for them, so it can give them hope.
Yeah.
We let them know what are their possibilities.
That would be
Just to encourage
that would
them.
be very, very good. And all of young people will appreciate those things.
So, are there any questions that you want to ask us at all?
Okay, like what connection do you have with the Gambia, first of all? And what did you really enjoy doing here? And what is your long-term project in the Gambia?
Okay. My connection to the Gambia is through my mum. Obviously, she's been here a few times.
Yeah.
And so this is my first time here. First time staying in a hotel. First time experiencing the people and the food and everything, the sun, the beaches. So
Yeah.
yes, it's been really enjoyable. And I mean, I travel for work every now and then as well. And I know that not to have any preconceptions of what I've read in the Western media and anything else, because 9 times out of 10 it's never what it seems, or it's never what it is, like you mentioned before.
Yeah.
When you have to do your own research, and I think the best research you can do is to go to the place and see for yourself. So this is my first time here, and yeah, I feel a connection. I feel comfortable. I feel safe. I feel relaxed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, very welcome.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we got from the airport, someone came up and said, "Welcome home." I was like, "Yeah."
What
I
did you
feel
think
home.
when somebody said you're
Yeah,
welcome home?
it was nice. It put a smile on my face.
But what were you actually thinking? Were you thinking about home? Is this home? Or
Yeah, no, it just felt.
I'm going to answer the same
Yeah, the same
questions.
question. Yeah.
So for me, the connection is, at the end of the day, this is West Africa, and this is where our ancestors were, from the motherland,
Yeah.
and this is where they were taken from. So this is the connection that I have. I know I've always felt that I'm an African woman, even though other people's perception of what they see is two different things. So for me, that's the connection. I feel that I'm an African woman, and I feel that I'm at home. Yeah, and all the beautiful things that I've experienced, such as the people are so friendly and helpful, the food, the climate, and there's just so much to do here as well.
Yeah.
I've been on many excursions because I've been here many times.
Yeah.
So I've done some of those things. I have walked with the lions and things like that, and many more different excursions.
Yeah.
My long-term goal is to be relocated here permanently. So I'm just setting up and making myself be able to do that, putting myself in a position where I can sustain myself, because, as you said, there's not great job opportunities for the young people. So I want to try and create some of those job opportunities, as well as not put the burden on of taking one of their jobs as well. So I want to be able to employ some local people and help build our country back and the economy back in that way. So that's my focus and my long-term goal.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
very nice. That's very good.
Okay.
That's very, 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 very good. So we need people like you know, to give hope to those young people over here.
There you go, everybody. So come with an open mind. You're going to be welcomed.
Yeah.
And it's a spiritual experience as well. You could gain that, as well as you're going to meet this young entrepreneur, and he's going to give you a briefing and tell you a little bit about what the excursions hold, so you won't have anything to be afraid of.
Okay, so yeah, this has been Malik from Senegambiantours.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thank you also for having me, and I'm very glad to have this conversation with you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you as well.
Thank you.
That's it. Thumbs up. We're done. We're gonna edit and make it that. So well done. That was good. Thank you so much.
Really.
Okay, that's a wrap. This time.